have everyone take their seat, we're going to get started shortly. Oh, we almost got that, guys. We almost got it. Good effort. Good effort. Good evening, everyone. My name is Rick Coy, and I am the Assistant Director of Student Services. On behalf of the academic staff, administrators, and coaches, I welcome our UCLA student athletes and their families and friends. I would like to start tonight's program by introducing our Senior Associate Athletic Director and Senior Women's Administrator, Patrina Long.
Wow. What a beautiful few rows we have up here in front. On behalf of Chancellor Block and our Athletic Director, Dan Guerrero, I'd like to welcome all of you to the 2013 Athletes Graduation Celebration. First of all, I want to congratulate our fabulous senior athletes. It has been a journey, absolutely. It has been a journey and a different one for each and every one of you. And on behalf of the athletic staff and all our coaches, we could not be more proud of what you have achieved here. And in the stands, we see so many familiar faces, so many parents. Congratulations to you. We know that they could not have made this successful journey without you. And so many other family and friends. So let's have a round of applause for them too. We know it takes a village to make all of this happen, but tonight is really your night. It's the time that we recognize and celebrate your fantastic accomplishments. Some of you have won national championships, some of you have won conference championships, and many of you have played with all your heart and all your spirit for the 4 years that you have been here. But what we know is that you've accomplished as much off the field, in the classroom, and as well with your friendships as you have with athletics. So tonight, sit back, enjoy. We're very proud of you. Go Bruins.
And now I'd like to introduce our special guest speaker. He is a former Baltimore Raven and member of the Super Bowl 47 champion team. He played football and graduated from UCLA with a BA in history. He received college All-American honors, was named All-Pac-10 linebacker, and won 2 Pac-10 championships while at UCLA. He is a man who understands both the pain of discrimination and the gain of personal joy that comes from embracing an unwavering belief in equal rights for all. Let's have a warm welcome for one of our own, Brendan Iambadejo.
Well, I am extremely excited to be here with you guys, and I'd like to thank a handful of Bruins before I start. First and foremost, I came to UCLA in 1996, and a young man that came in with me, Oscar Cabrera, he passed away a few months ago, so I'd just like to just have a second to think about him and let him know that we miss him and we love him, and we'll definitely see him on a different journey in time. Somebody that really affected my UCLA career that I also would like to thank is Coach Bobby Field, and he's retiring now. And this incredible man was my linebacker coach while I was at UCLA. I know he's upstairs in the Morgan Center, you know, looking all nice and proper, but as a linebacker coach, he was mean and nasty. He got the most out of us, that's for sure. But thank you, Coach Field, for always being there for me, letting me call you even 13 years after I left UCLA to pick your brain and just to bug you. I would like to thank you for that. And Mark Dillons as well, he's retiring as well. So Mark's been here for like a century, and he's leaving, and we're going to miss you both dearly, and thank you guys. You affected the lives of many UCLA Bruins, so thank you guys. And lastly, I'd like to thank Coach Mora and all of UCLA Athletics for taking your stance on You Can Play, because that's going to help so many young people, just kids that feel like there's not people in their corner, kids that have low self-esteem. When they see the videos of you guys saying you can play at UCLA, You might not believe it, but you're saving people's lives. So thank you guys for doing that. All right, now let me get to my written part, okay? Actually, I wrote this speech while I was driving in my car. I did it all on voice command. And if it's bad, just blame it on the traffic. But luckily, I don't live in LA, so it should be okay. A couple weeks ago, I received a letter in the mail. It read, "The President of the United States requests the pleasure of your company for a reception of LGBT pride to be held at the White House on Thursday, June 13th. Yes, that's today. And if you don't believe me, check my Facebook. I put a picture of the letter on my Facebook. But I didn't blink an eye. I didn't even think twice because I had somewhere more important to be. I could be with one of the greatest men walking on earth, one of my heroes, or I could be with hundreds of Bruins stepping into the real world like I did back in 1999. I, just like many of the guests in attendance today, was just like you, marching off into the somewhat unknown. But I had a choice to make about today. Was I going to meet a man that was already great? What could I possibly do for him? Absolutely nothing. But I did want to take a picture of me and him, put it on my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Vidi, Vine, Hanging With, just to name a few of my social medleys. But the alternative was obvious for me. I could possibly touch one of you with my words or with my presence. If I could spread Bruin love and Bruin light onto you, then it was well worth the missed opportunity to chat it up with the 44th President of the United States on 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. For me, it was a no-brainer. I knew what I had to do. So I came back to UCLA, where it will forever be my home, and it will forever be your home as well. Another reason why it was important for me to be here today with my family, my daughter Anaya and my son Amadeus Prime, was so they can witness you guys graduate. You guys are the next Bruin greats, like Arthur Ashe, Jackie Joyner-Kersee, Jackie Robinson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Walton, Troy Aikman, just to name a few. You and I can ingrain the glory and tradition of being a Bruin into them. They have been wearing UCLA apparel since their infancy, and hopefully by the time I walk off this stage, Tony Perry will have a whole new set of boys, toddlers, 3Ts, and 8-year-old girls' wardrobes for my baby Bruins. Selfishly, though, I'm actually using you guys. By all you Bruin graduates, I am nostalgically taken back to my glory days of UCLA. Whether it's kicking UCLA's ass in football or getting sweaty up and down Bruin Walk every time I come back to campus, I feel like I'm 21 all over again. Except I had a car service drop me off today, and there will be no handicap parking scandals for me this time at UCLA. So now is where the rubber meets the road. All the hard work begins as you graduate from this great institution. You have always had the passion that it took to take you where you are today. When you were in high school, you honed your academics and your athletics and rose to the best of your abilities. Better than most people in the entire country, for you were an elite athlete and student to make it to UCLA and to graduate. I can't say that was an easy task. I wasn't even recruited by UCLA. I wasn't even recruited out of high school. I had to go the junior college route. I actually solicited UCLA and a few other schools, but I knew exactly what I wanted to be. I wanted to be in that powder blue and gold. Once I graduated, I did not know what to do exactly with my life. I knew I wanted to play football in the NFL, and as a rookie free agent, I had a shot to make a team, but that opportunity came and went. I had to go the hard route. I was an undrafted rookie. I had to pay my dues in the CFL, NFL Europe, and make my way to the NFL. I was cut 3 times before I played in my first regular season NFL game at the age of 26. Fast forward 10 years later, 3 Pro Bowls, 2 Super Bowl appearances, and 1 Super Bowl victory. Now I'm actually on the precipice once again, just like you guys, and thrust into the unknown. I'm graduating from George Washington University in July with my MBA. Yeah. I wish it was Anderson, but it's not. So pay attention, because I'm going to pick one of you guys to be this keynote speaker at my at my commencement ceremony. And if you don't take notes, then just punch in keynote speaker on the internet, and I'm sure a great speech will be whipped up for you. I kid, though. There are no shortcuts in life. There are no secrets to success. It's going to take an exuberant amount of hard work and effort, like you already are accustomed to. You're always going to need to bring your A game, just like down in that weight room, just like in the athletic arena, just like you did in those study sessions and in those finals. The key is preparation followed by performance. That's going to separate you from the competition and allow you to rise in corporate America or whatever your next venture is. You thought the competition ended because you're no longer playing varsity sports at UCLA. For all you competitors out there, the competition has just began. Bruin family and graduates, this network that you have right here in Pauley Pavilion and on this campus is your biggest resource. Make sure you continue to foster these relationships because these relationships can last a lifetime. Call your coaches, call your professors, continue to lean on your classmates and stay in touch with them. A big reason I'm here today is because I went to school with Kenny Donaldson, and the second he reached out to me to speak to my young Bruin brothers and sisters, it was an opportunity I could not pass up, even if it meant dissing President Obama. Not only is the president a hero and an inspiration to me, but he also is to my family just as well, that's sitting right over there making all the noise. My mom, my sister, my daughter, my son, my wife, and my assistant, Michael. And I apologize now because we have to leave right after this because I have another ceremony I have to go to and give a speech at Lambda Legal, so I apologize for that, sorry. People tell me quite often that I'm their hero. I'm not entirely comfortable with that notion. So Kenny asked me to give my vision of what a hero is. I had a hard time defining it. A hero in my eyes does not become a hero off a singular event. A hero becomes a hero by stacking greatness. Day in and day out, pushing yourself to become incrementally better each and every single day. The end result of a lifetime of great work is a hero. A hero doesn't ask for permission. Rosa Parks sat down in the front of the bus. Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier. Branch Rickey defied his colleagues. Heroes take chances and are visionaries for change. A hero seeks out problems, and in fixing them, he or she changes the world, like Arthur Ashe. It's not superhuman power that makes a hero. It's superhuman effort, courage, vision, and an unwavering belief in what is right. Ed Kazarian, better known as Coach K, waving his towel on the sidelines of UCLA football games on Saturdays for decades, yelling out, "Be great, Bruins!" And Monday through Friday, he would ensure that by making sure we all went to our classes, that we were on time. If you had a problem finding your greatness or a problem finding your classroom, Coach K would help you find your glory at 5 a.m. on Spalding Field in a conditioning session so inspiring that you would never, ever want to miss class ever again. Now that's some academic motivation to be great. In my eyes, a hero is consistent. I can't measure the tangibles of a hero. One can't measure courage. One can't measure vision. But we can see what we lack today. We can see what the future needs to embrace to give everybody a chance to achieve their own greatness. Greatness is accomplished over time. It's not done in a day. A hero is not one and done. Being great and being a leader is a lifestyle. It's a daily exercise. It's a commitment to everyday improvement, a constant work in progress. Taking the steps to greatness will lead to being a hero. You can't just show up. You need to show up prepared at all times. Life isn't always serious, but life is always being measured. Always do a self-analysis. I like to call it a systems check. It's like an oil change for a car. It's nothing spectacular. Just make sure you check your emotions, you check your strengths, you check your weaknesses, check your opportunities and your threats. That's a classic SWOT analysis. Be patient, be humble, stick to your laurels, and always work your tail off, Bruins. Now that's how you become great. That's how you become a leader. Day in and day out, that's how you become a hero. Everyone in this building is either a hero to someone or is going to be a hero to someone. Time and love are the most special things we have. So to the Bruin graduating class of 2013, your destiny awaits you. Go be great and go be a hero. Thank you.
that is one serious ring. This past May, we hosted our 7th annual Scholar Athlete Banquet. It was a huge success, honoring over 180 of our student athletes with a cumulative grade point average of 3.0 or better. In the fall of 2013 quarter, we had 324 student athletes on the honor roll. Of the 324, 133 had a GPA of 3.5 or better, and of the 133, 23 had a perfect 4.0. In the winter quarter, yeah, you can applaud that, it's not bad. In the winter quarter of 2013, we had 279 student athletes on the honor roll. Of the 279, 114 had a GPA of 3.5 or better, and of the 114, 17 had a perfect 4.0. Now, those are some pretty impressive numbers. But what's even more impressive is that the following graduates made the director's honor roll every quarter that they were at UCLA. When I call their names, I would like them to stand up to be recognized. From swimming and dive, Maggie Boyd. From swimming and dive, Stephanie Christofferson. From baseball, Ryan Dieter. From golf, Pedro Figueiredo. Track and field, Elizabeth Goodrich. Cross country track and field, Alec Govey. From volleyball, Kenny Izuchukwu. From water polo, Leslie Kazmarek. From track and field, David Clare. From golf, Bobby Lang. From soccer, Ryan Lee. From rowing, Emily McLaughlin. From soccer, Alana Munger. From soccer, Chelsea Stewart. And from volleyball, Bohana Todorovic. I worked on that one, I swear I did. Now, usually every year we have anywhere from 4 to 5, but this year we had 15. So congratulations to our student athletes making the Director's Honor Roll every year. Each year, Don Shepard gives two $10,000 postgraduate scholarships to current graduating student athletes or past student athletes. This year, he has selected one of each. This year's recipients of the Don Shepard Postgraduate Scholarship in the amount of $10,000, the first one goes to former track and field athlete Joy Eaton. I don't know, is Joy, there she's at. Joy, come on down, come on down. It's like The Price is Right, Joy. You just won $10,000. And our second recipient of the $10,000 Don Shepard Scholarship from volleyball, Kenny Izuchukwu. Come stand, we're going to be right in the center. Let's have a big round of applause for our scholarship winners. Yep. Every year, the Pac-12 awards, I had to sort of let them know too, I sort of forgot their certificates in my office. Go, Rick. Every year, the Pac-12 awards 4 postgraduate scholarships in the amount of $3,000 each The recipients are selected by each Pac-12 institution. And this year's Pac-12 postgraduate scholarship winners are, and they don't even know this because they didn't even apply, but we picked you because we think you are that amazing. From cross country and track and field, Alec Govey. Come on up. From women's swim and dive, Rachel Godfred. From men's soccer, Matthew Wyatt. And from women's basketball, Mariah Williams. I did remember their certificates. Let's have a big round of applause for our Pac-12 scholarship winners. Our next award is the Tom Hansen Conference Medal. It is awarded annually to the outstanding senior male and female student athletes at each Pac-12 institution that exhibits the greatest combination of performance and achievement in scholarship, athletics, and leadership. This year's Pac-12 medal winners representing UCLA are, from men's football, and he graduated in fall of 2012, Jeff Locke. And from gymnastics, Vanessa Zamaripa. I was going to have you tumble up here, but I saw those heels. I didn't think you'd do it. You're good. Thank you. Yep, you're good. This year we also have a new award. We are proud to announce the creation of the Rich Herzog Integrity Award, named after UCLA's Director of Compliance for the last 36 years. He has served with distinction in this capacity and is well respected amongst his peers. His service to our university has allowed our compliance office to be viewed with respect and admiration throughout the Pac-12 Conference and the NCAA. Rich exemplifies the character and traits that define this word. Integrity is defined as adherence to moral and ethical principles, soundness of moral character, honesty. To present the Rich Herzog Integrity Award, I am pleased to bring to the stage Rich Herzog.
You have no idea how this feels because it feels like for 3 decades I was on the phone with one of you, a student athlete or a parent, and I was giving you bad news for 3 decades. But not tonight. This is really a huge privilege because working with student athletes, outstanding individuals over and over again, it was the greatest thing. And the first of those recipients that I get to relive every year, the first of those recipients from women's gymnastics, Kaylee Bayer.
Photo op. Thank you, Rich. Let's have a round of applause for Kaylee Bayer. And now it's time to hear from a few of your own fellow classmates. That's right, that's a good thing. First, I would like to bring to the stage from rowing, Mia Hamano.
family. I stand before you today on June 13th, 2013, to speak on your behalf and honor the accomplishment of not only graduating from this prestigious institution of UCLA, but doing so while competing in Division I athletics and bringing home NCAA championships to boot. When Rick Hoy approached me in the Learning Center about speaking at this ceremony, admittedly, I was terrified, with genuine fears like, will I be able to reach this microphone? But in moments following his request, I realized, when will I ever get an opportunity such as this? To speak in the historic Paula Pavilion, banners of national championships won in the rafters, and amongst the best athletes in the country, whom I can call my own classmates. As some of you may still be wondering, what is this abnormally small human doing on the rowing team? And I ask myself that same question daily. But I'm a coxswain on the rowing team, and believe me, I've heard every joke in the book about that word coxswain. I've even been asked before if I bang a rhythmic beat to a drum while I'm in the boat, or ask the typical, do you say stroke, stroke, or row, row, row your boat, all practice? And sorry to disappoint, I don't. My job is to steer and be the eyes and ears and voice of the boat, aka tell them what to do. To get the full story, ask one of the rowers after this, or don't, because they're probably wondering why they have to listen to me one more time before graduation. But moving on, I'm brought back to about a month ago, when my team and I were traveling for a race in South Carolina. On our way back, we were driving through the backcountry of Commerce, Georgia, and we stopped at a Dairy Queen, which was roughly the size of our locker room in Acosta. I don't think the staff had ever made that many milkshakes in one day. While we were jammed in there, wearing our gear and sticking out like humongous blueberries, the cashier stared at us and went, "What is UCLA?" And we all just stood there kind of dumbfounded, shocked that someone didn't know what UCLA was. And we responded with the most articulate answer a UCLA student could give. It's a school. But it really got me thinking, though, what is UCLA, and how could I answer that justly in only a few sentences? As 4 years have gone by, the answer has become apparent to me. UCLA is a place where world-class athletes become challenged athletically not only in competition against other schools, but by their very own teammates, whom all rank amongst the best in the country. It's a place where students-athletes are challenged academically, unlike a school across town, amongst their peers, who, you can applaud for that, amongst their peers, whom will go on to become doctors, lawyers, and hold positions in the top of their prospective fields. But most of all, UCLA is the place where we have learned to combine all the above, while instilling the teachings of our very own John Wooden. These teachings of Wooden will carry beyond the court, field, pool, track, or classroom. They are life skills and messages that we've been taught since our first Wooden Academy workshop as freshmen. What we've learned, despite being the most competitive people to walk this earth, is that our success is a peace of mind, which is a direct result of self-satisfaction in knowing we've made the effort to become the best of which we are capable. Our results, whether it's a medal, a job, or grades, are not the criteria for our success, but rather it's our efforts put forth for our achievements that is most important. So national championships aside, learning these skills is an achievement that many students at other universities have never accomplished. What we've achieved goes way beyond the win-loss column or what's going to be written on the front page of the sports section tomorrow. What we've achieved is something that some people spend their whole lives trying to find. What we've achieved is that ever-elusive victory within. And for that, class of 2013, I am so proud of you. So to our professors, coaches, athletic staff, and mentors, thank you for your guidance and encouragement and a wonderful 4 years at UCLA. And Mom and Dad, thank you for being there every step of the way. And to my classmates, I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. I have no doubts that you will go far. Go Bruins.
Thank you, Mia. Now I'd like to bring to the stage from men's water polo, Paul Piquel.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Paul Bacall. I'm a proud member of the UCLA water polo team in the class of 2013. I first would like to thank everyone who is here today to honor this truly amazing class. With the support and the encouragement of our families, our friends, our coaches, and the administration of UCLA, we are able to stand proudly before you. Thank you. I would like to begin by sharing some things about myself that many of you do not know, including my teammates. First, I collect small metal figurines of ancient warriors such as Roman legionnaires and Greek soldiers. I know it's a little geeky, but everyone has a hobby. Second thing that many do not know about me is I like musicals. Yeah. I don't know why, but I do. I don't even consider myself an artsy person. But I truly admire their ability to sing and dance at the same time, mainly because I cannot sing and I can't dance. The last thing I would like to share, which is truly an odd fact and sometimes a well-guarded secret, is that I come from an extensive line of Trojans. Yeah, I know, Trojans. Those evil people who live down the 10 that we all love to hate. And when I mean an extended family, I mean my parents, my grandparents, my aunt, my great-grandparents, now one of my brothers, and my godfather. Sadly, as you can see, I've been surrounded and outnumbered my whole entire life. At a young age, I was immersed and corrupted by this red and yellow culture. I refused to acknowledge cardinal and gold. And I grew up with derogatory phrases such as gutty little Bruin, often followed by a reference to a particular shade of yellow rhyming with miss and powder blue. But during my entire indoctrination and immersion into this Southern Cal culture, I truly never felt a belonging or a sense that I fit in this way of life. While being bothered by taking photos in front of that stupid statue with the sword, I always felt as if I'll find the right place for me. It was not until that fateful day when I came to UCLA for junior day that I finally found what I so very much desired. Something inside of me that I believe many of us felt the first time we experienced UCLA caused me to think, hey, this could be it. This could be what I've always wanted. My natural response was, sweet. Now that I knew where I wanted to go, I did not know why. What was it that drew me towards UCLA? What made me feel as if I belonged there? Soon into my freshman year, I found out the reason why. After being embraced by the water polo team and newly found brothers, as well as being accepted into this fabled and prestigious athletic program at the University of California, Los Angeles, I came to the conclusion that all along I was a Bruin. Sure. All right, let's go with that. As a Bruin, we share a commonality of characteristics and experiences that help us achieve success, as we all have done today by graduating. One of these guiding principles is tradition. As a Bruin, we understand whose shoulders we stand on as we hold these traditions close to heart. We also added some of our own, whether we listen to the same songs over and over again before we compete, have ridiculous handshakes, or eat the same pregame meal before every game. As a whole, we do all share the tradition of success. Another characteristic of a Bruin is the ability to face adversity and to overcome it. Many Bruins throughout their career face adversity that tests what kind of character is within them. This can be seen by overcoming a traumatic injury, recovering from a crushing defeat, or simply waking up early for athletic physicals after Cinco de Mayo. An additional characteristic of Bruin came to light in a speech given to the water polo team by Coach Spraw, the men's volleyball coach, who said, "A Bruin is a blue-collar worker." Through my 4 years, I've seen members from every sport put in extra work in the gym, on the courts, in the field, and in the pool. Without this blue-collar mentality and work ethic, extraordinary results such as a national title would be rare. Lastly, one of the greatest characteristics that defines a Bruin is competitive greatness. A Bruin is able to perform at the best when their best is needed, which is every moment. The Bruin trait is constantly replayed through such great feats as hitting the game winner, making an incredible defensive stop, or just by nailing the winning beer pong shot. Finally, as I close, I would like to ask something of you to offer all of us 3 challenges for our future endeavors, because every Bruin loves a challenge. First, I would like to challenge everyone to live in the moment as much as they can. As everyone knows, this is a hard task to accomplish. Many of us worry so much about the future that we often forget or do not realize what is happening right in front of us. Life is a journey, so you might as well live it at each and every step you take. Second challenge is to never forget the lessons we have learned and the adversity in whatever form we have faced. As we face newer challenges in the real world, we must stay confident in our ability to succeed. By remembering the challenges we have faced to get to this very point, we should know that we are capable of doing amazing things. So we should never fear adversity, but instead, we should look forward to it. We should attack it head on and succeed in whatever we wish to do. The last challenge is also the most important. That is to simply give back. We have all been given quite literally the experience of a lifetime. And now it is our turn to go out into our communities, whether small or large, to create positive experiences, use our talents, and to pass on our knowledge as we can find a way to be of service to others. As Bruins, we're all leaders and achievers here at UCLA. And if we can find a way to embrace and fulfill this challenge in the real world, it will be the greatest way to pay tribute to both the class of 2013 and our university. In the simple but powerful words of legendary coach John Wooden, be true to yourself, make each day your masterpiece, help others, drink deeply from good books, make friendship a fine art, build a shelter against a rainy day, pray for guidance, give thanks for your blessings every day. Thank you, everyone, for your time, and congratulations to the class of 2013. Go Bruins!
So Paul, I want to know, is your family here? Is your family here? Piquel, we love you, Piquel. Welcome. Let's embrace the Piquel family. Welcome to the Bruin family. You did an awesome job. You raised a great Bruin. I think we can all agree that a lot of hard work went into getting our student athletes here to this day, graduation. And most of it was a result of their hard work and determination. And that's why we say champions made here and academic champions you all are. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say there may have been a few people that might have had something to do with your academic success here at UCLA. So I'd like to take this time to introduce the academic and student services support staff. So when I say your name, go ahead and stand up. Dr. Christina Rivera, Mike Casillas, Joanne Swechka, Linda Lassiter, Kevin Chen, Kenny Donaldson, Tim Anderson, Nick Thornton, Sabrina Humans, JJ Davis, Andrea Fisher, Lisa Chow, and our amazing team in the athletics peer learning lab, Elizabeth Cadigan, Joe Guest, and Rachel DeShong. The academic medals that we will be presenting our graduating student athletes today are being given by a generous donation from Rose Gilbert. At 94 years of age, she just retired from teaching honors English at Palisades High School. See what you guys got to look forward to? That's right. Unfortunately, Rose could not be here with us tonight, but her pursuit of academic excellence is evident with her teaching and her generosity in funding the many academic scholarships and programs that she does. She's also given generously to the honors and undergrad programs, the Alumni Relations Division, and the Grad Division at UCLA. She is also the sole contributor to our Scholar Athlete Banquet we host every year. Now it's time to present our student athletes with their academic medals, and what better way to start things off than to recognize our two Scholar Athletes of the Year. They are the graduating male and female student athlete with the highest cumulative grade point average. Our male winner entered UCLA in the fall of 2009. He is a mathematics economics major and has been on the director's honor roll every quarter at UCLA, getting a perfect 4.0 7 of those quarters and no grade lower than a B+. As a matter of fact, it was his only B+. Everything else was an A- or better. He is a member of the baseball team and has a cumulative grade point average of 3.927. Now, fortunately, and I'm going to say fortunately, he is not with us here today because he is in Omaha, Nebraska, getting ready. That's right. Getting ready to bring home another national championship. Our male Scholar Athlete of the Year is Ryan Dieter. Our female Scholar Athlete of the Year entered UCLA in the fall of 2009. She is a psychobiology major and has been on the director's honor roll every quarter at UCLA, getting a 4.0 3 of those quarters, and no grade lower than a B. She is a member of the women's track and field team and has a cumulative grade point average of 3.819. Our female Scholar Athlete of the Year, Elizabeth Goodrich. Like a true champion. I told you those medals are tricky to get around the hat, so just remember when we put them on. If I could have the academic staff please come up to the stage right now to join me, we will now present the academic medals team by team. So, student athletes, when I call out the team, stand up. You guys are going to be entering over here from my right. Starting with baseball, our only one graduating, but we're going to say him anyway. I told him we would. Ryan Dieter, mathematics and economics. Basketball. Alicia Brewer, Women's Studies. Jasmine Dixon, Women's Studies. Oh, my bad, African American Studies. Markel Walker, Afro American Studies. Mariah Williams, Political Science. Just for the record, this is not what we're supposed to be doing right now, but that's okay. Hey, it's all right. You took it. You took an effort. Larry Drew, History. David Ware, Political Science. Travis Ware, Political Science. And now, cross country, track and field. Victoria Breidenthal, Sociology. Mariah Gibson, Sociology. Our Scholar Athlete of the Year, Elizabeth Goodrich, Psychobiology. Brianna Kigozi, Political Science. Allison Corressel, Political Science. Ali Lopez, Political Science. Danielle Lowe, Women's Studies. Carly Marshall, Anthropology. Turquoise Thompson, Sociology. Sarah Toberty, Psychology. Nigel Davies, History. Maxwell Dice, Sociology. Dominic Giovannoni, History. Alec Govey, Political Science. David Clare, Global Studies. David McDonald, History. Stephen Norton, Engineering Geology. Carlton Roll, Biology. Dylan Stuckey, History. Carlo Valdez, History. Football. Our next team is football. Nicholas Abel, History. Isaiah Bowens, History. Richard Breho, Political Science. Greg Capella, History. Alec Cusick, History. Todd Golper, History. Keenan Graham, Afro-American Studies. Casey Griffiths, History. Dalton Hilliard, Sociology. Cody Innes, Psychology. Richard Marvray, Afro-American Studies. Alex Mascarenas, History. Stanjarvis McKay, History. Sheldon Price, Afro-American Studies. Brandon Sermons, History. Damian Thigpen, Afro-American Studies. Golf. Our next teams will be golf and gymnastics. From golf, Lee Lopez, History. Tiffany Lua, Psychology. Pedro Figueredo, Economics. Bobby Lang, Business Economics. Pontus Videgren, History. From gymnastics, Kaylee Bear, History. Monique De La Torre, Sociology. Tawny Fratone, Atmospheric Ocean and Environmental Studies. Elise Hopfner-Hibbs, Psychobiology. Alyssa Pritchett, History. Vanessa Zamaripa, Sociology. And now the rowing team. Hillary Caldwell, Psychology. Alexandra Ferafontov, Geography, Environmental Studies. Mia Hamano, Psychology. Erica Lockard, Political Science. Jessica McGuire, Biology. Emily McLaughlin, Communication Studies. Alexis McPhee, Art History. Tamar Schkop, Psychology. Did I do it? Is it good? I worked so hard on that one. Kirsten Snook, Sociology. Jamie Swan, Psychobiology. Britta Severson, Biology. And now, soccer and softball. From soccer, Chandler Hoffman, Communication Studies. Ryan Lee, Business Economics. Cesar Morales, Spanish. Victor Munoz, Political Science. Evan Rayner, Psychology. Matthew Wyatt, molecular cell and developmental biology. Chelsea Klein, sociology. Jalissa Freeman, history. Lucretia Lee, history. Alana Munger, physiological science. Jenna Richmond, sociology. Chelsea Stewart, business economics. From softball, BB Bates, sociology. Devin Linval, history. Destiny Rodino, women's studies. And now swimming and dive and tennis. From swimming and dive, Maggie Boyd, communication studies. Bianca Kosheri, chemical engineering. Stephanie Christofferson, global studies. Molly Fitzgerald, history. Rachel Godfred, psychobiology. Brianna Meyer, psychobiology. Andrea Reigel, biology. Carolina Sanderud, psychology. Michelle Vale, economics. From tennis, Alex Brigham, history. Max Tabatrown, sociology. Holly Fleming, art. And now for volleyball and water polo. From volleyball, Connor Bannon, history. Kenny Izuchukwu, political science. Is it Motrum or Mottram? Evan Mottram, history. Scott Vegas, history. Bojana Todorovic, economics. From water polo, Brett Lathrop, history. Paul Piquel, sociology. Lucas Reynolds, history. Joshua Samuels, political science. Christopher Wendt, political science. Griffin White, political science. Emily Greenwood, history. Leslie Kesmerick, psychology. Giselle Naranjo, political science. Natasha Schulman, psychology. Let's have a big round of applause for the class of 2013. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. It's okay. Someone want to get that for him? That was just your parents getting to applaud you. We'll get to your part. False start. Don't jump the gun there. Here we go, Connor. That's all right. It's okay. We're with you. We're with you. Okay. I would like to share a story with you. I share it every year at graduation. I think it's just about the best piece of advice anyone could give. It's titled, The Mayonnaise Jar and Two Beers. Someone just said that's dinner. Good luck with that job. When things in your life seem almost too much to handle, when 24 hours in a day are not enough, remember the mayonnaise jar and the two beers. A professor stood before his philosophy class and had some items in front of him. When the class began, he wordlessly picked up a very large and empty mayonnaise jar and proceeded to fill it with golf balls. He then asked the students if the jar was full. They agreed that it was. The professor then picked up a box of pebbles and poured them into the jar. He shook the jar lightly. The pebbles rolled into the open areas between the golf balls. He then asked the students again if the jar was full. They agreed that it was. The professor next picked up a box of sand and poured it into the jar. Of course, the sand filled up everything else. He asked once more if the jar was full. The students responded with a unanimous yes. The professor then produced two beers from under the table and poured the entire contents into the jar, effectively filling the empty space between the sand. Of course, the students laughed. Now, said the professor as the laughter subsided, I want you to recognize that this jar represents your life. The golf balls are the important things: your family, your children, your health, your friends, and your favorite passions. And if everything else was lost and only they remained, your life would still be full. The pebbles are just the other things that matter, like your job, your house, and your car. The sand is everything else, the small stuff. If you put the sand into the jar first, he continued, there is no room for the pebbles or the golf balls. The same goes for life. If you spend all your time and energy on the small stuff, you will never have room for the things that are important to you. Pay attention to the things that are critical to your happiness. Spend time with your children. Spend time with your parents. Visit with grandparents. Take time to get medical checkups. Take your spouse out to dinner. Play another round of 18. There will always be time to clean the house and fix the disposal. Take care of the golf balls first, the things that really matter. Set your priorities. The rest is just sand. Now, one of the students raised her hand and inquired what the beer represented. The professor smiled and said, I'm glad you asked. The beer just shows you that no matter how full your life may seem, there's always room for a couple of beers with a friend. Bruins, you have come a long way. And with the help of some of your parents, we're going to show you just how far you came. So if you want to turn around and take a look at the big screen there, we're going to start a little video montage for you.
If you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground. Carry on. Carry on, carry on. So I met up with some friends at the edge of the night in a bar of 75. And we talked and talked about how our parents will die, all our neighbors and wives. But I like to think I can cheat it all to make up for the times I've been cheated on. And it's nice to know when I was left for dead, I was found, and now I don't roam these streets. I am not the ghost you wanted me. If you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground. Carry on. Oh, my head is on fire, but my legs are fine. After all, they are mine. Lay your clothes down on the floor. Close the door, hold the phone, show me how. No one's ever gonna stop us now. 'Cause we are shining stars. We are invincible. We are who we are in our darkest day, when we're miles away. So we'll come, we will find our way home. If you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground. Carry on. Carry on, carry on. Carry on, carry on.
Well, I woke up to the sound of silence. The cars were cutting like knives in a fist fight. And I found you with a bottle of wine, your head in the curtains, and heart like the 4th of July. You swore and said we are not shining stars. This I know, I never said we are. Though I never been through hell like that, I've closed enough windows to know you can never look back. If you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground. Carry on. Carry on, carry on. So I met up with some friends at the edge of the night at a bar of 75. And we talked and talked about how our parents will die, all our neighbors and wives. But I'd like to think I
Look at you guys, you're so cute. You guys so big now. You're so cute. Aw. Okay, student athletes, now it's your time. At this time, could I have our student athletes all stand up? Please place your academic medals around your neck if you have not done so already. It's kind of difficult, I know, getting around those hats. Jaw 'em on. Come on. Wear these medals proudly at all other graduation ceremonies, and later on, display it somewhere proudly. You have earned it. You have accomplished so much at one of the toughest academic institutions in the nation with one of the best athletic programs around. You are a UCLA student athlete and soon to be a college graduate. Please turn around, face your family. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the UCLA Athletics 2013 graduating class. Congratulations!
I just wanna feel this moment. I just wanna feel this moment.
Miss Worldwide, Christina Aguilera. Oye, mamita, dale, que la cosa está rica. Reporting live from the tallest building in Tokyo. Long way from them hallways. Filled with souls and
Okay, athletes, we're going to get that picture over in the corner.
real fat all day. Now, baby, we can parlay. Oh, baby, we can party. She read books.
Parents, we ask you to exit the same way you came in. We're going to do a group picture with the student athletes first, and then they will meet you up on the concourse for other pictures. Thank you, everybody. Congratulations.
Enjoy this moment.
One day while my light is glowing, I'll be in my castle golden. But until the gates are open, I just wanna feel this moment. I just wanna feel this moment. I just wanna feel this moment.
I see the future, but live for the moment. Makes sense, don't it? Now make dollars, I mean billions. I'm a genius, I mean brilliance. The streets is what schooled them and made them slicker than Slick Rick the ruler. I've lost a lot and learned a lot, but I'm still undefeated like Shooter. I'm far from cheap. I break down companies with all my peeps. Baby, we can travel the world and I can give you and all you can see. Time is money, only difference is I own it. Like a stopwatch, let's stop time and enjoy this moment, darling.
One day while my light is glowing, I'll be in my castle golden. But until the gates are open, I just wanna feel this moment. I just wanna feel this moment. I just wanna feel this moment.
damn grateful. I grew up really wanna go fronts, but that's what you get when Wu-Tang raised you. Y'all can't stop me. Go hard like I got an 808 in my heartbeat. And I'm eating at the beat like it gave a little speed to a great white shark on Shark Week. Raw, time to go off, gone. Deuces, goodbye.